Hey, can we high five one thing from our Brazil trip? The fact that you walked into a glass door at our Airbnb.
No. Let's high five then the time that I, with Pastor Bruno, destroyed you and your wife in the game of pool.
Okay, well, we could also high five the fact that somebody thought you were my dad. That was great.
Okay, all right. We're not high-fiving any of those things.
No.
But we have 5 good high fives for you. But to go to Brazil, we just came back from Brazil. The trip went incredibly smoothly. You don't know what it's like to have nightmare travel.
Yep.
And so now you think that we've lied for the last handful of times.
You have.
So it was the smoothest trip from a flight standpoint, but some real high fives for us. One was we got to talk with Pastor Kaka. Yes, that's his real name. That you're likely going to be taking a handful of youth next summer 2025, to go to his city, Curitiba, and utilize the youth to interact with some other people from his town, his city, that are practicing English as a way for the gospel. And so high five for that. But I got one more. Also, I got to connect with 3 pastors there. There's 2 that we've already partnered with, that they started their churches. Rafa and Pastor Diego. He was the one that for Ekara, I think is the name. But then I got to connect with Pastor Willie, who's closing his church and then relaunching his church, and just had a lot of questions about Wellspring and how we launched, took notes, bought books. And so just another high five that Wellspring got to invest into these pastors, and the kingdom is advancing down in Brazil.
Yeah. I was texting with Pastor Kaka yesterday just about getting things rolling.
Oh, good.
Already. So
very cool.
Yeah. Our next high five is for last week. We had some Irish soda bread here just to snack on during the St. Patty's Day Sunday, and just a high five to the people who made the Irish soda bread, the people who bought it. It was just an awesome. I heard we weren't here for it, but I heard it was great. Yeah, tough. Yeah.
Is that?
I think that's. I don't know. Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Did you eat that? I never ate that.
I ate just the marshmallows.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hey, high five to Pastor Dave, who I just heard crushed it for the weekend. I heard there were people crying that there wasn't a dry eye in the house. That he had a Spankies illustration about the Yankees. Okay. We call them the Spankies. And so he did that. It was quite great. So, anyways, just a thank you to Pastor Dave. A high five for him and his investment into the church.
Our next high five is for Well Kids. There's something brewing. They were able to practice a little something special. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but you will see it on Easter morning. So just a high five to the kids, to the leaders, everyone just practicing all that, getting ready for a little something special.
You should be there.
Yes.
And then, hey, very lastly, kind of just a general one to all the people that helped behind the scenes. Going into this past Sunday, there was a level of stress because we represent the 2 full-time staff members at Wellspring Church, and we went to Brazil. And so there was some stress as like, hey, is Sunday going to go smoothly? Yeah. You and I were like, hey, we're nothing special, who cares? But everybody else was a little bit stressed out. And so just a high five to the leaders, the people that stepped up, to Mindy and her teams that just helped make Sunday go so smoothly. So thank you guys for just a great Sunday. With that, would you guys please stay seated? Don't stand. Joe's gonna get up and he wants to just begin preaching, and he has some things to share before we read the scripture. And so, peace.